Hello, everyone. Meet Maria. She is presently on an on site trip outside her country. However, while looking at Maria, she does not seem to be in a very pleasant atmosphere, both internally and externally. She is suffering from bouts of unexplained headaches, quite disengaged at work, and her unrealistic deadlines and job demands are making her feel overwhelmed, unable to cope with the constant nagging of her supervisor, asking her to submit and to deliver by the deadlines. If you really try and understand Maria and present day today, what she's going through, one of the major reasons for a very good performer currently going through a very disengaged and being very, very low on productivity, finding herself with lot of stress and being overwhelmed with the job, the very reasons for that has been there were major two developments in the life of Maria. First, her father was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder, and she's just learnt about that. On the other end, her brother had filed for bankruptcy and is returning back home. At her office place, not many are aware of Maria and her personal crisis. Also, there's not enough support system in her office wherein she could seek support from or share her ideas or the current crisis that she's going through. And since she had not spoken to anyone, on the face of it, she is bombarded with work, deadlines, difficult clients who fail to understand as an employee and as an individual what is she actually going through. It took us 3 months for me and Maria to work on her issue. And one of the major things that Maria was able to really find a way out of the mess she was in began with identifying things that are overwhelming her, putting her into a deep stress mode, why she felt anxious all the time, and as if life has just slipped off and has lost control. The solution was in giving clarity and direction to Maria with the next steps ahead. But it took a while for us to help Maria first get to the depth of what really overwhelmed her and to what extent she exercised any kind of control on her situation. Friends, this is something very, very common. Most of us, while we work and are highly productive at workspace, but when it comes to our personal life and when we lack that support, and when suddenly life take turns which are not so pleasant or new changes come by, we find ourselves in a very helpless situation. Situations where we find our work is suffering the most because majority of time we are at our workspace and it is ourself that we take to the work and also back home. And when we our inner self is deeply disturbed with ongoing stress and anxiety, is when coaches like us step in and help all those working professionals reeling under personal crisis, the way I did for Maria. So, just like her, where I helped her find a solution in a span of 3 months so that Maria doesn't lose out on her promotion or any of those hard work and accolades she has worked for so many years just because of a change in her personal life. I never wanted her work wise performance to dip or to go off track. Just like Maria, if you feel somewhere down the line your personal crises are keeping you stuck, kind of killing your productivity, you find yourself helpless, overwhelmed, and you find it very difficult to cope, seeking clarity and direction, here's a form and the link I share with you. After filling in this, you would be redirected to a free coaching consultation call with me. This call and what it entails, there's another link and you can find the details there. And thus began our journey where I help you find your clarity. That's all for today, and I look forward to meet you in the call soon.